would like to recite a poem, is that right?
I would.
All right. Now, he is going to recite the infamous Klondike poem, actual poem, by none other than Mr. Robert Service.
I'm not normally a man of words. There are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who moil for gold. The Arctic trails have their secret tales that make your blood run. And the northern lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was the night on the marge, Lake LaBarge. I cremated Sam McGee. Now, Sam McGee was from Tennessee, where cotton blooms and blows. Why he left his home in the south to roam around the pole, God only knows. He was always cold, but the land of gold seemed to hold him like a spell. And he'd often say in his homely way, he'd sooner live in haven. It was Christmas Day. We mushed our way over the Dawson Trail. Talk of your cold through our parka fold and stabbed like a nail. If our eyes we'd close, our lashes froze till sometimes we couldn't even see. It wasn't much fun, but the only one to whimper was Sam McGee. And that very night, as we lay packed tight in our robes beneath the snow, and the dogs were fed and the stars overhead were dancing heel and toe, he turned to me and Cap, says he, I'll cash in this trip, I guess. And if I do, I'm asking that you won't refuse my last request. Well, he seemed so alone, I couldn't say no. And then he said in a sort of moan, it's this cursed cold. It's got right hold till I'm chilled clean through. Yet it ain't me in bed. It's my awful dread of the icy grave that pains. So I want you to swear, come foul or fair, you'll cremate my last remains. Now, a friend's last need is a thing to heed, and I swore I would not fail. And the streak of dawn we started on. But God, he looked rest. He crouched on his sleigh, and he raved all day at his home in Tennessee. But before nightfall, the corpse is all that was left of Sam McGee. There wasn't a breath in that land of death, and I hurried horror-driven, with a corpse half hid that I couldn't get rid because of the promise given. It was lashed to the sleigh, and it seemed to say, you may tax your brawn and your brain, but you promised truth, and now it's up to you to cremate those last remains. Now, promise made is a debt unpaid, and the trail has its own stern code. And in the days to come, though my lips were numb, my heart cursed them. In the long, long nights by the lone firelight, while the huskies round in a ring howled their woes to the homeless snows. God, I loathed that thing. Every day, that clay, that silent clay, seemed to heavy and heavier grow. But on I went, though the dogs were spent and the grub was getting low. The trail was bad, and I went half mad. But I swore I would not give in, and I'd often sing to that hateful thing, and hearken with the wind. Till I came to the marge on Lake LaBarge, and there a derelict lay. It was jammed in the ice, but I saw in a trice it was called the Alice May. And I looked at it, and I thought a bit, and I looked to my frozen chum. And here, said I in a sudden cry, is my crematorium. The planks I tore from the cabin floor, and I lit the boiler fire. The coal that I found was lying around, and I heaped the fuel higher. The flames just soared, and the furnace roared. Such a blaze you seldom see. And then I burrowed a hole in those glowing coals, and I stuffed in Sam McGee. Then I made a hike, for I did not like to hear him sizzle so. And the heavens scowled, and the huskies howled, and the winds began to blow. It was icy cold, but hot sweat rolled down my back, and I don't know why. And a greasy smoke in an inky cloak went streaking down the sky. I don't know for how long in the snow I sat, grisly fear. But the stars were out and danced about ere I ventured near. I was sick with dread, but I bravely said, just take a peep inside. I guess he's cooked. This time I looked. The door wide. And there sat Sam, cool and calm. In the heart of the furnace roar. And he wore a smile you could see a mile. And he said, please close the door. It's fine in here, but I greatly fear you'll let in the cold and the storm. Since I left Plum Tree down in Tennessee, it's the first time I've been warm. There are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who moil for gold. The Arctic trails have their secret tales that would make your blood. And the northern lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see, the night on the march